Hello and welcome everybody. Today is May the 17th, and if you're an RPG fan, you probably know what that means. Today is the release date of The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings, the long-awaited sequel to the critically acclaimed Witcher 1. Today I will be showing you the first introduction area. That's around 40 to 50 minutes of gameplay. You can import your saves from Witcher 1 if you want, but unfortunately I have formatted since and I have lost my saved games. But let's go with normal so I can show you how the game was intended to be played, but I usually play on hard. I apologize for the loading times. They are doubled or maybe tripled by fraps, so when you actually play the game, you will not see this long of loading time. Now, a lot of this might seem like gibberish to a lot of you who have not played the first game, but basically the Scoia'tael are a group... Yeah, they're a group of oppressed non-humans that have formed a resistance group. And this is our main character, Geralt of Rivia. He's incredibly badass. I'll let you enjoy this without me blabbering. Well, apparently Geralt is in a bit of a ditch.
Sixes, Daddy needs you. Oh shit! Ha! 20 orange to Grandad.
Gambling is wrong. Oh,
Looky there, he's awake. You daft! Don't go in there! Shut it, he's in chains, can't do a thing. Am I right, Master Geralt?
hey, taking out your loss on me. Or on Geralt, rather.
Roll again! Why? The dice didn't roll! Calling me a cheat? Take it back. Look, he's awake again. Monster slayer, my ass. A regular horson. I heard witches all start out as roadside orphans taken in by mages. Mages who experiment on them. Folks say they plough witches come the equinox. That's how they get those spooky eyes.
Enough! Take him down and put him in the interrogation room. I thought you died. I'm not so easy to kill.
Ooh, who is this mysterious character then?
believe we've been introduced. Vernon Roach.
So, this is where we get our first choice. I'd shake your hand if I could. Or very funny. Let's go with very funny.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's not very funny.
Nasty. And after we've been through so much.
Same side of the barricade then. Opposite sides of the table now.
You can change that.
You want me to sit on your lap?
Vess! Unshackle him.
Thank you, Vess.
You will tell me everything you remember. The entire assault. And all that happened in the Solar.
And if I refuse?
I shall have to beat you. I've commanded the Special Forces for a while. Got good at beating others. You're a Witcher. You'd endure much.
You better believe it.
Worst case scenario, you'll suffer through it, go back to your cell, and tomorrow, they'll publicly gut you, skin you, and hang you.
Just like that? For nothing?
No. For Temeria.
Downright praiseworthy. Where should I start?
It was a long day. I wish to hear the important bits.
Okay, so let's start from the top. You can skip any part of this. This is basically the tutorial, and you can go here to begin the real game, but let's take it from zero so you can see the
Just so
beginning.
we're clear on this, I was not eager to go into battle. But Foltest is not someone you refuse.
Now, something you might have noticed is the game is freaking beautiful. You'll see in a moment. Has gorgeous vistas and landscapes. Yes, this is a pretty mature game, so lots of violence, lots of
Witcher, are you up?
look at the face on him.
His Majesty, King of Temeria, Pontar, Mahakam, and Sodden, Senior Protector of Bruges, summons Master Geralt to appear before him.
Tell him I'll be there shortly.
Sorry to intrude like this, milady, but the King...
We heard you.
Piss off and stop stealing looks at
Pleasant day
Triss.
to you, milady. Witcher.
Well.
Stupid war. Could have been such a beautiful morning.
A war can never be stupid when waged by your king.
People are dying because of a lover's spat. There are no wise wars.
They've cleared the forests, they're pillaging nearby villages, and they'll soon be murdering each other en masse. Why? Because Foltest's having a spat with the mother of his bastard twins. This is a really stupid war, Triss.
Bastards or not, the children are still royal blood. The Lavalettes are an old Temerian dynasty, and the mix is sufficient basis to vie for the crown. History has known stranger contenders.
Which doesn't change the fact that...
I know. Foltest and the other northern monarchs are neither the smartest nor the most refined, but they're kings, one of whom we serve.
And I'll see Foltest is summoned, protect him if need be. But once the castle falls, we leave.
Did you dream of the Wild Hunt again?
The Wild Hunt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you read in the introduction, they caught an assassin that tried to kill the king.
The unlucky assassin? How did the autopsy go?
It was a nightmare. In the months since you killed him, the king's medics poked around in his corpse like a bunch of amateurs. What arrived in that cart? Well, I wouldn't even call it a corpse.
Foltest has some trust issues. Did you learn anything?
His pupil suggested he could probably see in the dark as well as you. I couldn't put an age on him.
The killer snuck past all the guards and nearly killed Foltest and me a month ago. And now you tell me he was a witcher?
Possibly. I'm just saying what the autopsy showed. I haven't told anyone, nor do I plan to. I know what it could do to you if it got out. You might be a savior, a king's witcher now, but masters can be as fickle as the colts they ride.
A scout reporting seeing a dragon. A dragon?
One of the scouts swears he saw a dragon down by the river. Claims he ran into a Scoia'tael unit. That would have been it if the dragon hadn't swooped down. The elves apparently bowed in prayer and he escaped.
A dragon? In the midst of civilization? Please. Besides, does it matter? Witchers don't hunt dragons. Or has something changed?
Nothing's changed. And you're right. It's probably not a dragon. Although it could be a forktail or a slizzard. Maybe even an overgrown wyvern.
The scout ran into some elves and scurried away. That's how that story begins and ends.
Oh, ye of little faith. Well, this one's golden, so it must be the quest continuing option.
I get the feeling that dream's important. Running frantically through the forest. The wild hunt. They're the last things I remember. I wake up and try to relive the dream and the memory, hoping I'll find some guidance. Some clue to grab onto. Something that'll help me recover my memory.
Dreams can be very powerful. Some people claim they can even shape reality.
People claim a lot of things. The problem is, it's often nonsense.
We'll know in time. I'm sure of it.
Okay, time to go.
All right. Time to look to the lustful king and his stupid war.
I'll let him hear
I'll
you say
join
that.
later.
Alright, and now we have the first moments of gameplay. This is all rather nice. Introduction. They wish me an exciting journey. Let's loot this chest. All that for 38 orens. Okay. Oh, I can talk to her again? Well, we've talked about all
I'll
these.
join you later.
Now, the moment you step outside, you know this game is going to be amazing. It's beautiful beyond belief, trust me. I had to reduce the resolution to get a better frame rate, but it looks gorgeous on full HD.
I said attention, imbecile! Where are you from, monkey? Murky Waters, Sergeant. Murky Waters up your arse! Barrels of it!
Oh snap!
Yes, sir, Sergeant, sir. At ease! Now, listen up. We'll
This is basically a tutorial to teach you how to use magic, among other things.
Take the knights alive for ransom.
Now you could muck around and talk to people, but
don't hurry, he'll rip your balls off.
Hey,
rip my balls off. Let's go see the king.
A beautiful day for battle.
There he is.
Fear not, Excellency. We're out of range of their arbiters.
Oh.
I am no warrior, sire. I must admit, I prefer to joust verbally or with a pen, the emissary of peace that I am.
Hogwash! You're the emissary of the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. The Emperor of Nil...
Ah, we interrupted them.
Finally! Traitors of the realm boil tar on the walls while you dally with the royal advisor.
How may I assist you, sire?
We mount an assault today, and you'll be at my side. Follow me, gentlemen. Let's not keep the traitors waiting.
Sire, you said we were out of range.
That was a ballista, Excellency. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away. A deadly and very costly weapon.
An experienced crew can cock and release 2 bolts each minute. Yet it has one flaw.
Your Grace, please take cover.
The recoil of the arms is so strong upon firing that the weapon shifts. It simply cannot hit the same spot twice.
I had no idea Your Grace was a learned military engineer.
I'm not. I gave the Baroness those ballistae 2 years ago for her birthday.
Sire.
What say you, Excellency, of men who live in spite of such wounds?
And what say you, Your Grace, of soldiers who inflict them?
Those who did this live no more.
Good man.
Master Geralt, I wish to converse with you once the storm of battle has subsided.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I plan to leave the royal court as soon as possible.
Might I know why?
Too often they take me for someone I'm not.
What do they call you, soldier? Wait. You served with me at Brenneran during our foray into the Pontar Valley. Norman Sador. Still an arbalist?
Yes, sir. Fate has not been kind to me.
Ha! Norman Sador. For your years of faithful service to the Crown, I appoint you Decurion of the Arbalists. Onwards, gentlemen. No reason to dawdle.
At least someone got promoted. By the King's will. Let's follow the King. And that's a monstrous siege tower.
Forgive my candor, Your Majesty, but I must ask, what fate awaits the royal bastards when...
They're my children. If I hear bastard one more time, someone will die. Painfully.
Your Grace, forgive me. But the laws of succession are irrefutably clear.
Piss on the laws. I'll change them if need be. Above all, I'll not allow a band of treacherous barons to use my children as their banner.
Your Majesty is entirely within his rights.
Ada is dead, and I have no other children.
I see.
This conversation is over, Excellency. Please retire to your tent.
Dismissed like a little biatch.
Black ones in my camp before a battle. What has the world come to? Nothing would make me happier than returning his shriveled head to Emir in a sack. But Triss Merigold insisted I be patient and courteous. Was I?
Sure you were.
I couldn't have handled it better myself.
Ha! I always knew you were one of us. And bugger what folks say. They talked about Ada no end. Have you learned anything about the assassin?
He could have been a Witcher, but no, nothing new, nothing new.
Nothing new, sire. A month's passed and we don't know any more than we knew when we began. This investigation's going nowhere.
My agents have learned little also. But we'll find the culprits. It's just a question of time. Now for the battle. I want you at my side today. Then you may go where you please.
Thank you, sire.
Where are you aiming, imbeciles? Soldier! Spyglass! What is going on up there? The gods! Count Etcheverry! Catch, Witcher. Aim for the rogue with the red plume. Not 6 months ago, he swore eternal friendship to me. Quickly! How much higher?
Now we get to aim this thing. Whee! He's the one with the plume. Only one of them has a plume, so I guess... like that.
1.5 degrees.
Let's see this Count Etcheverry survive. Haha.
Did we hit the bastard?
He's down.
Ha! One less traitor. Time to attack. Follow me, Witcher!
That really is a monstrous siege tower. I like the attention to detail with the slaves powering the siege tower.
You know, Witcher, I'm prepared to forgive Louisa. All she need do is to kneel before her king.
Very noble of you.
Are you mocking me? Never mind. I'm certain Louisa will realize her mistakes. Besides, children should have a mother.
I'm lost.
It's quite simple. Louisa and I had a bit of a tiff. She made demands I could not fulfill. Understand?
I think so.
Count Etcheverry and others immediately intervened, all noble, warm, sympathetic. They claimed the evil king would take her children. But they would protect them, even place them on the throne. And the Baroness was duped. A motherly love used. In truth, they desire privileges that would weaken the throne.
That's a swiving soldier's life. Taking orders, smash your foe. Coin and country, there your wife. And a long road at your toe.
Hurrah! I love the atmosphere. I must honestly say the atmosphere is great. Never have I been sucked in so hard by a game.
When you're plowing for... Look alive, men!
Oh my. Well, we should be approaching.
Where the hell are we headed? What the fuck do we want? Victory! This I like!
Ho-ha!
Well,
Eyes on the bridge! We're nearly there! Weapons at the ready!
this can only end well, right? Right?
That tower was ridiculous.
It was designed to break the rebels' morale.
A bunch of lords and lordlings took a ride to then pompously stride on top of the walls, while the real army fought and died below them in the shit and piss-filled streets.
If years of service have taught me anything, it's that the Highborn don the best costumes and get the best vantage points, whether at a ball or in battle. But it's not the time for that kind of jousting, Witcher. Continue your story.
Let's go to the next part, the assault.
Things went relatively smoothly after we came out of that tower. That is, until we ran into Arian Lavalette.
I mean, why keep out the best part of the story? Swords and stuff. What I love about The Witcher is that war is dirty. It's not glorious. It's not full of heroism. It's just killing. Now, what you'll notice about The Witcher 2 is that it has a brand new combat system. It's much more responsive, much more involved, and it's just plain fun to play. I mean, the system in the first game was okay, but just clicking was a bit boring.
Lord Suxon, you shall push for the center aisle and bring down that gate. It's a good day to kill, your majesty. Follow me, gentlemen, for Temeria! Lord Swan, you and your men shall follow me. We must capture or otherwise deal with Arian Lavalette in order to break the defenders' morale.
Yes, Your Grace.
Geralt, gentlemen, follow me, for the glory!
Oh, great. We have to deal with this area, which is full of archers.
Fall back, goddammit! I forbid you to die like imbeciles. Hear me! They've taken a good position, the bastards.
Well, probably up to us.
If this persists, they'll pick us off like ducks, and I'm no duck. Any ideas?
That ballista would do the trick.
Why is it even aimed that way, though? So we have a new quest phase. Time to go deal with that ballista. Now, the section before didn't really show the combat well, but now since we're going to be fighting a group by ourselves, you'll see it much better. You have light attack and a heavy attack. You also have your magic, such as this. You can make a combination of both types of attack. You can also dodge, block I mean. But the combat is very responsive, very fluid, and very fun. It's also kind of difficult. Let me save. I cannot save at this time. Well, bummer. I played at hard difficulty and I died here like 6 or 7 times before I actually understood how to fight. Now, each different enemy has a different strategy depending on how he's armed. Such as shield people need to be stunned before attacking them. It's much more tactical and much more fun. Let's stun this guy and go for the kill on the other. Counter attacks are very important as well. Now this is clearly just one sort of magic, the only kind of magic that I have access to at this point. But there will be many more kinds, like in the first game, but much deeper. Well, almost everyone's dead. And this is what happens when someone is stunned and alone. Awesome executions. Let's cock the ballista. Quick time events with the mouse, okay? Okay. Okay, we have it cocked. But of course, some people come to piss on our parade. No matter! These guys take twice as much damage on hard, and I would really recommend you play hard. It's amazingly awesome and strategic. I mean, when the first enemies of a game can kill you that easily on hard, you know it's gonna be challenging, and I love challenge in my games. Okay, some of these drop little bags, such as this, that you can search. They have an iron ring. Let's take the iron ring. Oh. I thought I had to aim it manually. That would have been cool, but I guess they don't want to risk me shooting it at a different part of the section of the wall. You guys, don't you ever learn?
Blasphemers!
That is so not true.
Stand your ground!
You can obviously tell that you can do multiple combos. And I'm guessing that the more you level up, the more combos you access. Okay, I think we're about done. Also, just so you all know, we now have a real inventory system. You can change your armor, you can change your boots, gauntlets, trousers, and the trophy, and you can use things in your pockets, such as, returning from the first game, your bombs. Now, these play a very important role, and I will show you how to use them on the next group of enemies. But for now, let's destroy that barricade. I love how stylized it is. Game is damn gorgeous.
The tower men! Storm the tower!
Before,
the gods are with us!
before we storm the tower, I think another certain video game character has had a bit of an accident over here. Huh. Does that look
Guess they'll never learn.
Does that look familiar to you? Probably Altair falling into the wrong place. But it's just an awesome nod to Assassin's Creed, and I enjoyed it the first time I saw it. Which was like an hour ago before I decided to make a first impressions video so I can show everyone the awesome introduction to this game, because I'm honestly incredibly impressed with this. To think that this game came out from a small studio from Poland.
Down with tyranny! Blow the lilies!
Who? Now let's use our bomb. The game goes into slow motion once you do this, so you can aim as good as you want. But as you can see, the bomb is pretty effective. And this guy apparently missed. I don't know how. I didn't know the bombs were that powerful. They didn't kill anything on hard. Ooh. Loot! Everybody loves loot! Now, if I recall correctly, there's a chest up here that has stuff in it. Is it randomly generated? It seems so. That's a good thing. Randomly generated chests is awesome. Or awesome, rather. But I digress. Let's join the assault. I just can't get over how good this game looks. I mean, damn it, look! Look how gorgeous it is. Oh, don't fall down. Now the troops will take care of those archers, and we'll just go through here and aid or lead King Foltest. By the way, you do 25% more damage if you attack from behind. That's a feat called Assassin. More on those later once we level up.
The door! Smash the door! Axeman, give me splinters!
Give him splinters, Axeman! Ah, a bit of a welcoming committee, huh? Fine. Now on hard, you died like in a millisecond. You can't kill these guys easily. I would honestly recommend it that you play it on hard, because I feel that's how the game was supposed to be played. Much more tactical and much more involved. And the enemies are actually much faster. I like that. What I like about it, it's not just a hack and slash where you just attack without thinking. You have to dodge and roll and time your attacks correctly, or else you're gonna die like I'm almost dead. Come on, troops, kill him! Can't do everything for you! Oh man, I just suck. There we go. Haha! What was that I could pick up? Ah well, who cares? I'm not looting the corpses just so you can see the game. I'll pick them. You pick them up in your run through, obviously. But why should I bore you with things that aren't going to come into play? looks painful.
Desist, or be put down like the rabid dogs you are!
That's not nice.
Aryan Lavalette. This will be no easy task. Surrender, Aryan! You'll be treated with honor!
Go plow yourself, King!
Oh, snap. Should I go plow him up, King?
Bury them in arrows! Come on, men! For Temeria!
They're well shielded.
You got a better idea?
I'll try to get inside. It shouldn't be hard if the archers provide cover.
That's the son of Louisa and the old Baron. Heir to these lands. He's hot-tempered but good with a sword. Be careful.
I'll try to reason with him.
Well, good luck.
Cover the Witcher!
Now we have gained a level. Now this is the new and revamped skill trees. These are my basic skills. This is the path of magic, this is the path of swordsmanship, and this is the path of alchemy. Oh, obviously they are self-explanatory. For those of you who have not played The Witcher 1, alchemy is a huge role in this game. And you can make potions that increase your capabilities and make you better, and as well as creating bombs, like you saw, different kinds of bombs and traps. It's very interesting. For now, we are forced to invest into the training tree. We can only open the other trees once we invest 6 talent points. We have 1 talent point, and we're level 2, so 1 talent point per level. Now, we can get things like this, Vigor Regeneration, or ability to throw daggers. That sounds interesting, but of course we need 2 talent points to unlock any one of them. I would personally go for parrying, because it unlocks the ability to parry blows from all directions. That seems like it's the most useful. So for now, unfortunately, we cannot do anything about that. But if we go here, you can see, you can read about your resistance, vitality, damage, etc. You can read about your knowledge. Of course, we have nothing so far because I haven't read any books. Knowledge basically gives you the ability to know about monsters and how to extract different parts of them so you can use them in your alchemy. Same as in The Witcher 1. Abilities, well, as I told you, we have Assassin, which increases the damage by 25% to enemies when you attack them from the back. I'm sure we'll gain a lot more abilities as the game goes on. So, I digress. Let us be shot in the face with an arrow. Let us continue as they cover me with their arrows. Now, this is new to The Witcher 2. And you can actually use physics to kill enemies. I think it's awesome. Noobs! Of course, as you can imagine, archers aren't really that good when fighting a dude with a sword. Well, that was easy enough. Let's go up and talk to good old Aryan. Just because it's so much fun! Oh, that never gets old. As you have noticed by now, your health regenerates while you're out of combat. Not fast enough to break the game, but good enough for you to not have to wait for an hour until you can get your HP. I'm gonna save the game, just in case something horrible happens. Now you can see the group waiting for me. I mean, that's a bit of a tricky situation. God, the graphics are gorgeous. Look at this, look at this! Look at this awesome backdrop.
The famed Geralt of Rivia. You've fallen low, Witcher. Word has it you're one of the best swordsmen in the north. Time to test that rumor.
I could, of course, fight him, but let's try to talk with him like we suggested earlier.
Enough slaughter. Surrender and Foltest will treat you and your men with honor.
And what guarantee is there that he'll not cut us down to the last?
None.
Foltest defiled my mother. Now he colludes with Nilfgaard.
The king leads an army. You have but a few brave men and your honor. In a minute you may lose even those. Choose.
Hear that, men? The king sends a witcher and we are to surrender, forgetting the very nature of honor and pride. We must choose. Shame or a witcher's sword. Is that how you would live? Will you bow your heads before Foltest?
Never!
You heard them, Witcher.
We can settle it in a duel. As you wish, you probably attack them all, I don't know, but let's talk to him again.
Don't be a fool. This is no game. Your men don't need to die. Surrender, and the king will show mercy.
My mother has seen enough of this king's mercy.
What'll you do? Throw yourself on my sword? Run?
He made Mother a harlot, then denied her before all the realm.
True enough. But no massacre, no misguided heroism will change that. Drop your weapons.
Should anything happen to my mother, I shall find you and kill you.
Well, I imagine that's one of the consequences. If she is indeed killed, I'm sure we'll see him again. And as you notice, there is an amazing, amazing cast of voice actors, all very believable and very emotional. The face expressions are amazing as well. Just a great atmosphere, what can I say? Now obviously the game so far is incredibly linear, but it opens up once we end this prologue level. Then you have free reign to go wherever you want and do whatever you like.
Arian Lavalette laid down his sword. Well, well.
Have you spoken to him?
Briefly. Just before they took him off to the torture chamber. The hard luck of a traitor.
So Foltest
Continue.
lied. Foltest was not true to his word. Dragon,
While I remember, what happened to the dragon?
It destroyed half the castle. Killed hordes of soldiers and flew off.
Where?
In the general direction of Edon.
To think it almost killed us all.
Well, let's see the story about the dragon that scout saw, but nobody believed him. Poor guy.
Arian Lavalette has surrendered the castle. Open up!
And the Baron lives?
Yes, he lives. I'm not spiteful. Open this gate, kneel before your king, and I shall show you mercy.
Looks like we're stuck.
Indeed, and my magic's no good here. The main force down in those boats is going to beat us to town.
Want to head back to the tent? The camp will be nice and empty now. I've had enough for today.
Oh, Geralt.
Tempting. Look, the King's Special Forces.
Medieval special forces. It just looks weird.
We want to see him! You doubt my words, dog. Open the gate now!
Well, that's one way to open a gate. Aha!
Sire,
Vernon Roach. Tell me, Roach.
there's fighting in the town. A section of our forces crossed the river in fishing boats and swarmed the streets, burning, raping, pillaging. The Lavalettes are making a stand near the temple.
What of the Baroness?
Alive and safely tucked away.
Unsoiled, I hope.
As you ordered, sire. She's fine, and beautiful as ever. The children were not with her.
But do you know where they are?
In the monastery, but we've yet to penetrate that area.
Spider sense?
Cross, quickly!
Protect the king!
Well, that's definitely a dragon. Not a sky zord or an overgrown wyvern.
Take cover! To the hoardings!
To the hoardings indeed.
Protect the
Lee,
king!
it's a mad dragon!
Run for the hoarding!
And he mad, bro.
My leg right now.
It's a dragon!
As you can see, we have Triss with us now. Triss is a character from the first game. You can tell that she's a bit more than a friend from the introductory scene.
To the hoardings!
Now this dude is a bit of a bitch to dodge.
You don't. You run.
Some professional.
We've got to get to the town. We might stand a chance.
Is it true you witches don't?
Do you want me to go over and tell it?
Combat would be easier in this area if I could actually see what was going on. Quickly to the stone structure!
The gate! Get out the gate! That's
Now the dodge does not dodge out damage completely, or rather the block. It just reduces it by a great amount and opens them up for a counterattack. Well, at least we're safe from the dragon fire for now. Go get barbecued. Come on, go get barbecued. There we go.
Back up. I'll open the gate.
Good job, Triss. That's not opening it, no?
Quickly.
That's kind of breaking it. Must take your gold.
Quick.
Whoa. Good job,
I can teleport
Triss.
myself, but not you. Run.
She'll be fine. She'll teleport. Run, girl.
Burning! Quickly, this way!
Quickly this way as they walk leisurely. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Plowing dragon nearly reversed the course of the battle.
The fighting should have scared it off.
Forget the dragon. I need to hear how this story ends.
Well, we split up at the monastery.
You were at my side almost all the time after the bridge collapsed.
Almost. Tell me how you got into the monastery courtyard.
Okay, Day of the Assault, the afternoon. I have not played this section, so this should be truly my first impressions.
Ha! And they said we couldn't get near the walls. Half a day and the town is taken.
Report! Fighting for the castle continues, and a group of rebels have barricaded themselves inside the monastery.
What of my children?
Likely in the church as well, sire. Fen took a priest to task. Finally mumbled something about a passage neath the walls.
It would take a week to get a battering ram in here.
Axes, sire?
That will also take time. But what other course do we have? This priest. What of him? What of this passage?
I fainted before I could really get going on him. He's under guard below.
You've some work to do, Commander.
Yes, sire. Silas, you look to this door. Fen, come with me.
Witcher.
Your Grace.
I've a mission for you, one suited to your abilities. Vernon can be persuasive, but he's also hot-tempered, at times losing both his self-control and his subject. You must try to find this other passage on your own. Succeed, and you'll be the envy of all Vizima.
Soldiers loyal to the Lavalettes would never harm the Baroness's children.
I shall be reassured as to that when I see them, not before. We must act quickly. The rebels are dispersed, in disarray. As dim-witted as they are, I fear they could conclude the children would make good hostages.
Good point. Okay, I'll see you soon then.
All right, I'll go.
I'm relying on you, Witcher.
Of course. I single-handedly won you this siege.
Move your asses!
Well, let's try to find an alternate route. Yeah, you'll be done in a few years. Okay, wow, this is seriously gorgeous. I'm serious every time I watch this, or every time I see the vistas in this game, I'm stunned. Can I get up there and climb up there and then lead to nowhere? Okay. Secret passage, huh? I wonder whether this passage could be. Let's ask the populace.
Would you release us, soldier, sir?
Shut it.
We're innocent.
The king will decide your fate.
God's punished those who shed
brother and blood.
But we're the king's subjects too.
Oh, I can open the door. I'm going on a looting quest instead of actually doing what the king asked me to do. Sure. Stealing peasants' gold is a very ritually thing to do, except not really.
Foltest is merciful. He'll forgive us. What treason, my lord? We're simple folk and know nothing of politics.
Love her let lost, so you whimper like dogs.
What will you do with us?
The king will decide. Now, up against the wall and shut your traps.
Maybe through here. Art sign destroying obstacles. Ah, so this is the secret way through. That's not very secret though. I can hear people inside fighting. What, can I destroy this too? No, that would be too good. Aha! Whoa, don't get cornered, don't get cornered. Dying in this game is super easy. I just cut off his arm. I feel amazing. Is there a way through here, maybe? Aha! I knew it. Well, this is a secret entrance. Ew. Whoops. Yeah, that was a bug. Well, at least it wasn't really that bad. This seems very dungeon-like. I like a lot. Oh, this is where I jumped down from. Silly me. Oh. I really need to look. What on earth is that? In any case, it's a monster. I should equip my silver sword. It's one of you guys from the first game, a drowner. That wasn't so bad. But where there's one drowner, there's 50 billion. Herbs. Places of power. Rippling hot air. Oh, sweet. By the way, that was Geralt's amulet thingy. By using it, he can discover the locations of enemies. They'll be highlighted as such. Aha. And it also shows you things you can loot and areas of interest. Where are you? If you have a keen eye, you might have also noticed the combat log down there. It's very useful. Now, as the thing showed us earlier, this wall looks looks not so sturdy. Temerian sword. Well, I guess we got an upgrade to our normal sword. Let's check the inventory. Temerian sword. What I have equipped does 8 damage, so let's equip it. $11 to 14. This one damage reduction on block +5. They're exactly the same. One's weight is 8, the other's weight is 8. They're almost the same. Ah well. I had drowner brain. You can use those to make potions and other stuff. Whoa! Nice ambush. Whoa. I didn't even know I had other magical signs. I apparently do. No enemies around, no more ambushes. Aha! Elemental stone. Let's re-equip our steel sword because humans need steel swords.
Scoia'tael.
Ah! What could they be up to? Damn inferiors! Not really. Okay, that's enough. Let's go up and try to save the Baroness, or rather capture her.
Stand your ground! Stand your ground! Stand your ground!
Yeah, sweet. We could have looted some stuff, but I'm not really interested. It's locked. Well, who needs doors when there are holes in the wall? Oh man, this is so pretty!
Die!
Fly! Fly off the side! Wait, what? Bug. Bug. It showed the wrong area and well, I forgive it. It's only one small bug and it's not really destroying anything. Can I open the gates for the other guys? I guess not. Let's just go into the monastery like the quest wants us to, and here's a save. Okay. What's inside here? Aha! Enemy troops! Oh my god, that was so satisfying, you have no idea. Key required. Yeah. Enemies. Lots of them. Oh god, lots and lots of them. Woo. Bombs! You are my one solace! And the big one falls down. One left. You think you'll fare better than all the soldiers that I murdered? Hey, no fair.
Crush those vermin!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Take no prisoners!
Well, Gate guard key, okay. I have the key now. It was flashing red. Good, good. Can I talk to you guys? No? No? Fine. Anything to explore around here? Whoops, wrong button. I'm sure there's lots of stuff to explore and loot, but I don't want to bore you all. I like how the loading is, well, hidden. Ooh, a chest. Leather gauntlets. Well, we don't have any gauntlets, so let's put some on. Does it change what Garrett looks like this time around? Yes, it does. He's wearing gloves now. That's amazing. Of course, of course, of course, of course. Well, now that we've opened the gate to Foltest, I'm sure he'll be happy to talk to me. You're welcome.
You have just become the most titled witcher in the world. And the wealthiest.
I'll remind you of that when this is all over, sire.
See, Vernon? Geralt succeeded.
Oh, snap.
Lucky he did. The priest was downright discourteous and went off to meet his gods.
I saw Scoia'tael on the river.
Where? How many? What colors did they wear?
Plough the elves. We'll tend to them later. The monastery awaits.
That doesn't sound like a smart thing.
Scoia'tael. This puzzle is beginning to come together, Geralt. You're either telling the truth or weaving a very convincing lie. I want to hear the rest. Foltest bastards. The Solar. What happened? Be specific.
Whoops, sorry.
Well, the archpriest told the truth.
Sorry about skipping that text, it was a mistake.
His Majesty King Foltest of Temeria.
Arthur Tales, erstwhile Count of Nesvelt. I signed your sentence.
Yes, yet the Baroness saw fit to pardon me. An awkward situation, to be sure.
Anais and Boosie, where are they?
The royal children.
Don't test my patience, Tales, and I'll grant you a quick death.
Confess, Foltest, before the gods and the people. Boosie and Anais are the fruit of your loins. Bow to the gods and admit the truth.
You may not have noticed, Tales, but I just took this town.
Aided by murderers, sorcerers, and a mutant for whom nothing is holy.
This is hallowed ground. You will not raise your hand against a servant of the gods.
Where have you taken the children?
Oh.
The Solar. They're in the Solar.
What is this? Blasphemy! Sorcerer's tricks!
Jedi mind tricks. Shut up, or should I slap him? Let's slap him.
Holy man unharmed and the noble gets slapped. A win-win situation, if ever I've seen one.
That was awesome.
Damn, I've seen assaults go awry, but the dragon topples them all.
Tops.
Tops what?
Well, tops all.
Damn nonsense. Geralt, you should know. Is it possible to tame a dragon?
Are you crazy?
Not as far as I know.
Then why is this reptile eating only mine, then?
Let's hope Marigold got out of there.
I'm sure she did.
If not, you'll need a new advisor, sire.
Shut up, Roach.
It's possible that the dragon simply...
Another word from you and the dragon will not be your main concern.
Enough! Both of you!
Quick time events.
The dragon's back!
I can't...
Wait! Mother of... Well, that's why he thought Roach was dead. Go pick your teeth elsewhere. Well, I lost my silver sword. What a shame.
You saved my life again. Ask what you will of me, Witcher. Within reason, of course.
I need to leave, sire. I'd like Triss Marigold to come with me, if she wants.
She's enamored with you. You may leave, and none shall stop you. You have my word.
Are these the royal children?
Who goes there?
Foltest. I've come for my children. Geralt, wait here. You might scare them.
Aw, poor Geralt.
Ah, thanks be to the gods. My prayers are answered.
Aw.
Go, Boosie.
That's not my father.
But it is your king, boy.
And your father.
Bells, your triumph is complete. The city and fortress taken, sire. Time to thank the forefather and the mother creatrix for this great victory.
A moment, blind man. I've not seen my children in 6 months. The gods can spare another minute. Listen to me. Your mother and I quarreled, but that is over. She was deceived. Evil men turned her against me. These men have been punished, and all will be well from now. No tears, Boosie. One day you'll be king, and kings do not weep.
Armed men approach, sire. Children, go to the refectory.
My knights will soon be here. You must meet them, for one day you will rule them. Boosie, go wash your face. They must not see that you wept.
There's a bucket of water in the next room.
Anais, help your brother.
I have a feeling you're somebody horrible. Uh-oh, I think I know who it is.
Sire, let us pray.
They must look like the royal children they are.
They have your eyes, sire.
Another Witcher. He has those orange eyes. And that explains why we are in jail right now, I imagine. Oh.
I suppose that's the extent of what you'll give me.
Does this mean I'm free?
Foltest, King of Temeria, has been murdered. Unfortunately for you, you're the only suspect.
The murderer outsmarted you, so I'm to rot in this dungeon.
Oh, no danger of you rotting. You'll hang.
Convince them otherwise.
I have no influence over the court.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I really want to go on, but it's been going on for long enough already. I hope you've enjoyed this first look at The Witcher 2. I mean, it looks amazing, and it plays amazing, and everything about it is amazing. You'll be a fool if you're into RPGs and you're not going out and buying it right now. But be warned, it does need kind of a beastly PC, but it is very well optimized. So, take care of yourselves, and maybe in the future you'll see more Witcher 2 content. Maybe not, I don't know. So I hope you found this informative and helpful. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Thank you, and see you later.